What's up, guys? Figured I'd make a video on the manual swap XB because I've gotten a lot of messages and a couple comments on the video, saying that, hey, you should work on this thing. Where the heck is the content? So I finally got some time to work on this thing, and I got the engine and the transmission out of the donor car. And sorry, this isn't the best filming. I'm filming this on my phone because my GoPro's at home. Because I kind of just came out here and just started working on it. But it was pretty straightforward. There's only a couple things that were kind of annoying. So the rear mount bolt was kind of a pain to get to. I had to drop the exhaust, which shouldn't be that bad, but this exhaust was held on by nothing but mechanic wire, and it was just a pain in the butt. So once I got that out of the way, it wasn't terrible to get this thing out of here. Sorry, I got some wicked hiccups coming, by the way. But then, I kind of just went through the bottom and undid this bolt this way. There's actually this guy. And then the other part is somewhere over here. Yeah, so right here. That was that bolt. And then the mount on this side, which is over here, is like 8,000 pieces. So at first I took, these two bolts out, and I didn't realize there was a nut on the bottom. So it hung up on that. So I had to kind of like wiggle the engine around with my hoist I just took the whole mount apart. It was a lot easier to do it that way. The axles were easy to get out. I got those done a while ago. The electrical was kind of annoying because the electrical would kind of like come around this side of the engine, then it goes over here, then it like wraps around and goes back, and then goes in the front. But it wasn't terrible. This mount was super easy. It's just 3 bolts right there. Just zip them out quick. And then I had the issue with the power steering pump. I got the lower bolt out, but the upper bolt stripped like super easily. I couldn't get this thing to turn with my ratchet. And that's partly because I already had the engine mounts disconnected and everything, so I didn't really have a good source of torque. In this situation, it doesn't really matter to me because I'm probably gonna just throw this engine away. I'll probably pull the head off and just take a look at everything just to see what's up with it. But I don't plan on doing anything with this, so I'm not worried. I'm not even gonna try and get this bolt out, to be honest. If I was to save this, I'd probably just cut the head off the bolt, pound the bolt through, and take the pump off. So I had to actually cut the power steering lines, which made a huge mess under the car, but I went through and cleaned it all up, or as much as I could. And of course I'm getting coolant everywhere and stuff like that, but the engine is out. The trans linkage was easy to disconnect. It's just a couple of pins, and then you just slide it up and off. And then there's 3 bolts, these 3 bolts that hold this bracket on the back of the trans. So I got those things off. The clutch line was super easy to get undone. I just disconnected it from right here. And I sprayed that PB blaster the other day, so that came out super, super easy. And then I just shoved the rag in the other end and put it up. I'll deal with that once I remove it. So now the next step is going to be to get the trans off of this. I'm probably going to put this on my engine stand, which is up there, and then just pull the head off, see what that looks like. And then after that, I'll probably pull like the shifter and the cables out, and then I'll pull the master cylinder, pull the clutch line, get all that stuff set aside. I want to pull the whole wiring harness, and then I have to pull the dash, because I'm actually going to try and flock this dash, just to kind of try it really. And then I'm going to pull like the ECU, the cluster, all that stuff. So there's a good, probably, I don't know, if I take my time, probably like 10-15 hours of work to do on the donor car before I put everything onto this one. But I'm probably gonna not wait a while, but I just want to get everything situated with this thing, so I can put this car in its spot and then put the FRS over here, so I can do some work on that as well. But yeah, if you're gonna pull one of these engines out, if you have a lift, this would not be bad at all. But doing it this way kind of sucks. I just cut the frame because I didn't want to try and lift up the car and slide the engine out from underneath. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna put the engine and the transmission back into the blue one and how I'm going to get the engine and the transmission out of the blue one. I'm not exactly sure what I'll do with that yet, but we'll figure it out as time goes on. And then of course I want to pull the knuckles so I can put new wheel bearings in them, because that one currently has a bad wheel bearing. So I gotta get that taken care of. Lots of little things, but you know, at least I made a good amount of progress today. I got the engine out. Looks like it's a rear-wheel drive XP. That'd be kind of neat, wouldn't it? A rear-wheel drive XP. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave this video. Like I said, it's just a real quick video, just to kind of give an update on the manual swap. Again, sorry the quality isn't very good. I recorded this on my phone. I'm super late. I worked all day today. I'm not even wearing my work on stuff clothes. I'm wearing my good clothes like an idiot. So yeah, I was not planning on doing this at all. So didn't bring my GoPro. Didn't plan on filming anything, but figured I'd film this. And I didn't really want to film taking anything out anyways, because you should be able to get everything out yourself if you're planning to do a manual swap. If you're planning to do a manual swap and don't know how to do this stuff, you might want to, you know, learn a little bit about that, because it's going to be a whole complicated process, especially, you know, since it's going to be auto to manual. But yeah, leave a like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more. I plan on actually making videos on the manual stuff on here, taking everything that we're going to need off, what I think I need to take off, I should say, and then, you know, kind of looking at this one. And then once I get everything off here, get this shell out of here, Tyler's gonna come pick it up with a forklift. Then we'll start to tear this one apart and then put all the manual stuff on it. So leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.